can talk. I hold off talking until I'm live on both TikTok and YouTube, so I don't have to repeat myself. I am Carol. I am the owner and creator of everything you find at CarolJo's.com, which is an online jewelry and accessory business. Hey, guess what? TikTok is already notifying people that I'm live because I just got the pop-up and I can go to it. Woohoo! Now let's hope that YouTube goes out and shares the live. As always, when you first come in, if you guys can hit that share down below and do the likes here on TikTok and get us to 10,000 likes and 10 shares, we'll start doing giveaways. But if we can do that right away, hi Geraldine, as soon as we get on the live, it helps share it out. So we do lots of fun things here on my social medias. We do tutorials, which I got to show you what our tutorial for tomorrow is. And we do bead sales and we do chat times. Today is a chat time at this time. Tonight, we're going to do a sale of silicone items. We're going to have the adhesive items that we can do with silicone beads. We're going to have black silicones, white silicone, 15 millimeter rounds for both of those. We will also have prints for Halloween, and we're going to have Halloween focals, and I've got the loop turners. Okay, so that's what we got for tonight. But I want to show you. So this is what I spent the morning creating because I had this in my mind when I created our schedule. I just hadn't created them. So literally you take what's in my mind and then I do it. And I come up with a name before I even like do my prototypes, like my examples. So these are, I'm going to show TikTok first. This is the pair of earrings that we are going to make tomorrow. I can't remember the time. I'll go look it up on our live. This one is called Fringe of Elegance. So that's what we're going to make. We're not going to use the pink and blue beads tomorrow. We're going to use some different colored beads. So I can show you by how changing out the beads, it will give it a different look. This can go to like that elegant, very chic look to, you can also do it as a boho look. But it's just, hi Ashley, it's just a very elegant earring, no matter if it's boho or chic, okay? So that's what it is. But let me go double check what time it is tomorrow that we are doing that tutorial, because I don't remember. I would have to look at my calendar anyways. So we're going to go look it up here. Let's get to Thursdays. We're doing it at 1 o'clock. Well, and I really messed that the video up. It's called Fringe of Elegance. I don't know what I was trying to type. And I also said tomorrow's July 170. That was a bad. I didn't proofread that one. You can tell it's bad. I stink at proofreading. Hi, Rainbow. So join me 1 o'clock Central tomorrow, same time as right now. And we're going to do this pair of earrings. So on Saturday, I will tell you, Saturday's live, we are going to have this chandelier component. We will have different 4 millimeter size beads that you can use to make these earrings with, or you can use them also to make, and I'm going to grab all three because they're sitting on here, any of these. Well, you're going to have lots of different beads so that you can make the two. I will be making some kits for both of those also. So we'll do kits for both the necklace and for the earring tutorials that we did this week. I thought those turned out cool. And it's so funny. I had this in my head and I actually was going to use jump rings to kind of connect them. But my jump rings were too big for the holes of these beads. And I'm like, forget the jump rings. Let's just do it this way. So yeah, so that will be what we'll have. I'll have to see what I can do. I haven't started making them, but I'll see what I can do. Hi, Kelly. Hey, Amal. So that is what we have for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'm not live. We have a baseball game, as long as it doesn't rain. We hope it's done raining here in South Dakota after last night. It was really, I didn't check our rain gauge, but man sakes alive, we got rain. I do not have to water the outside plants today. I'm excited. It's also cooler, so it would have been nice to do it because like before the rain, it was hot. It was humid. It is still humid today, but not as hot. So, sorry, gave you a weather report too. Woohoo, we got 14 shares. So awesome. If we can just keep liking, that would be great. So today, with it being chat time, that means you guys get to ask any type of question that you would like of me. So if you have questions about making jewelry, about the questions are going to be geared around making jewelry or running a small business. So if you guys have those types of questions, go ahead and put that in the chat. And we will go ahead as a community and we answer those. The other thing that we have is we have a big box. This one is not as heavy as some of them, but it is big. Let's see if this one tells me how much it weighs. I am looking. This one tell me. This one is 27 pounds. This one's a 27-pound box of beads. And I don't know what's in it, and it's tall, so I have to stand up to try to open it. So we're going to try opening this one, and we can go through. What in the heck did we get? We got this box a day later than all the other ones when it was supposed to come because he decided to go on a trip away from his others. So when they do, they will split my orders up into multiple boxes. They usually try to keep them between 20 to 50 pounds a box. So, oh, this one's going to maybe be a boring one. I didn't realize that these were in there. So when you guys, ooh, we have some really cool stuff in here. But this might be the only thing in the box because I ordered a ton of them. Nope, there's stuff in here. Okay. So when you guys get your items, you know we have the plastic bags. I have to order those. And that might be what's in this box. So we have a lot of our plastic bags. Thank you so much, Rainbow, for the gifts. I appreciate that. We'll go ahead and change that to a different one. Thank you. And so, yeah, I had to order a lot of a couple of sizes. I didn't order all of them. So that's the fun thing that you get to do when you have to think of all the things that you need to order. Ooh, I want to do the ice cream. There we go. Thank you for the heart me too. So we have, these are all 7 by 10. Let's see how many I ordered. That's one thing I need to do is check it all in. 3, make sure they're all the same size. 4, 5. I'm going to grab a container. Hi, Ray, to put these in so that I can take them downstairs and put them away right away. That way I don't have an extra box hanging around, taking up space, and flustering my family with all the boxes we have in the house. At any given time, I will have boxes. And I mean, when I say boxes, we have like 20 or 30 boxes in our house of beads. Hi, Caroline. Or Carolina, sorry. So we have 5. Awesome. Yours does not have far to travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they're all the same size. That makes 10. Woo! Ah, you go by Carrie? Thank you, Sally, for the heart me. See, these are a different size. This is 5 by 7s. That's that one. 4. That's that one. There's another 5. All right. Thank you for the finger hearts, Ray. All right. There's 4. Now we have 5 of that size. See, I did different sizes and they come in. Oh, no, we're just going through an order I got and talking. So you're not late. You can join anytime on the chat one. So this is the smaller bags that we use. Another new gold wall. Thank you. Oh, you guys are making my day. Let's set up a new one. Let's see. Oh, we're going to do chilies. Let's do. There we go. And these come in, and it's funny because you have to watch when you're ordering things, because this one comes with like 5 bags of 100, whereas this is just a bag of 100. So you get them in different sizes, and so you have to watch what you're ordering so you can get what you need. Oh, thank you, Rainbow, for the TikToks. And now thanks, Ray, for the chilies. You guys are gonna make me set up a new goal again. Thank you. And I take these downstairs. I have containers that I put these in and keep them. So then, ooh, you did a gift in the gift gallery, Rainbow, so that when I need them, I just go grab them. There's 7. Got some other things in here that I'm finally finding. So there's 1, that'd be 8, 9, 10 of that one. We're getting there. Now we have 11. What else do we have? 12. Oh boy. This one might be a lot of plastic ones, but I needed to order these. Hello. I was going to say, what? Oh, a donut too. Thank you. I'm going to change my goal here. You guys are just gifting galore. Thank you. I needed to, let's do finger hearts. There we go. Get some of the 25mm split rings. So I ordered a huge bag, and I didn't have them put them in bags. I will probably, before we bring this up for sale, put these in a bag of 5. If that, I have no idea what the cost is, but that's probably what I'll end up doing with those. And here's something else. We're going to have these up for sale on Friday. I'll take it out of the bubble wrap. This is going to be noisy. Sorry. Maybe I can get this open. There we go. Got that piece off. Thank you. You guys are just going to town there. You're making my day. Thank you. All right. Got that piece off. They tape these in just the oddest ways. And you never know how it's going to be. And I try to save as much of the bubble wrap as I can and recycle it by putting it in your guys' boxes. And my husband also at his job saves all the bubble wrap for me too, so that we're not having to create more and more bubble wrap. There we go. Whew, I think I got it all. Ooh, I got a lot. Holy buckets. There is 300 of these. There's 500 of these. Plus I have another 100 over there. I think you might like these, Rainbow. I didn't realize I got a lot. They are rose gold adjustable bracelets. We were able to get, I got a total of like 600 of them. So yeah, I'm like, there's 500 right there, and I have another 100 over on, I took out of the other box. So we're gonna have, we have rose gold, we have platinum, which is the darker shade of silver. We will have the silver, and we have gold. So we're going to have all of those. And we will have those up for sale. 13 on Saturday or Friday. We have that. No, those, I don't know how to be able to add the beads to those, like on the metal. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can add them as a dangle. And the reason why is that these are made out of like a really, like I would probably say about a 16 gauge maybe wire, memory wire. So yes, they do have the openings here. And if you could get those off, but they are pushed together to not do that. And then you could do it. But what I've had others do, I'm going to show you over here on YouTube. See where there's that opening there? No sale Friday night. Nope, there isn't one. So what I've seen people do is that they will macrame something here and add beads. Yep, this one is rose gold. And you can crochet on them. You can macrame. You can add dangles. So you can do it that way. I just don't know of a way because of the loops here, because you'd have to go over this loop and then after this one to put it back here. So that's why I say there's not a way to add the bead on the wire, and this wire is also a larger gauge. But you can do charms on them, you can do dangle beads, you can crochet, and you can macrame. So, and we've got these in lots of different colors. I won't say what the price is. I will tell you my silver ones are 50 cents a piece. I have to double check with the invoice to make sure. But just to let you know, the silver ones are 50. So we'll have those. There he is. Put one right there. I'm so excited. This box is pretty much going to go away. I'm not going to need to keep it because I can go put these all away. There's two. There's another one of that one. And we have bigger ones too. All right. I got to count on the 5x7s because I forgot that number already. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of that size. Let's see if there's any more in here. Doesn't look like it. And sometimes I can't get an even number. And that was 25. Okay. And our last one's in here. Oh, nope. There's one more. This one then, I told you they come in different quantities. Came in 1,000 in a bag. So it's so funny how you never know what you're going to get in the bags. I mean, you have to really make sure you're reading all the descriptions right. And this one is the 15 by 10 millimeter size plastic bags. So these are the bigger ones. And you get 1,000 in the big bag, which equates to, and they just say this is 1,000, which ends up being 10 bags of 100. Whereas this one says it's 5 bags. And then they tell you there's 100 in each bag. This one is just 100 in each bag. And this one tells you you're getting 10,000 or 1,000 in a bag. But you got 10 small bags. All different ways to do the same thing, which cracks me up. And I'm going to take that one. So that was all that was in that one. That was 26 pounds of plastic bags that I used. But guess what? I can break this down and take it to the trash. Do you know how exciting that is? It's exciting. Because you have to understand, every time we take a box out, it's like a party at our house. I kid you not. I don't know about the rest of you, but in our house, it is excitement. And the reason being is it just because we have so many boxes coming in? Because right now I have 2 boxes of beads in my bead room that I need to take and get out of here and put where they belong. And in my entryway of the house, I have 3 boxes. And then downstairs, where the bead boxes belong, is probably another 15 boxes of beads right now. There we go. It's crushed down. Woohoo! I just need to put him in the box he belongs in with the other ones because there will be room. So let me just double check. That's there. They give you a manifest, but I do an Excel spreadsheet for everything. I got those 500. They said I have 85 bags of these, but the way they gave them to me is 5 bags. Yep, that's it. I did the math. There's 2,000 of those. Yep. Where's the other bag? Right there, 25. That's right. All right. The first 5 items on here I've got off. Then the other ones came in the other bag, which is over here. Whew. Oh no, what's going on with the printer there, Miss Kelly? So I will tell you guys about finding a printer to work for what you need it for is not easy. So when my cousin, I was in charge, oh, that would just frustrate me. I couldn't get some of her baby shower invites to print with my printer. It just kept coming off wrong. We finally figured it out. It was the printer. The printer would take the paper through to do the invites, but it would move the paper as it printed, and so things wouldn't print right. I ultimately ended up buying a different printer because anything that we tried to do with graphics did not print right. Oh, that would be frustrating. See, I don't have a laptop for my business. I actually have a desktop, which is, I know, unheard of in this day and age, but I have all my printers connected to that one. So when I go to print, I'm kind of stuck in this one room. To print a lot of things, I can print from my phones and stuff, but when it comes to off of the computer, it's a desktop, and they are all hardwired into each other. I know, it sounds weird, and I was thinking about when we get the bead shed, she shed, I'm like, we've got to get the internet out there, and I got to figure out how I can set up printers. I have a laptop, and I have not used it in years. Val built my desktop for me because I was looking at, and it was built during COVID because I knew I wanted to do more like this, and in the whole social media world or more online. And so I had her build me a computer during COVID, and I don't even use hardly any of it. It was set up. It is steroided desktop. Oh no, that would stink. My biggest thing is I'm thinking about, like, how am I going to get the internet out there? That literally is one of my biggest questions. But I first have to get it here and build it. When I was doing everything in my kitchen and doing all my lives, I actually used my iPhone. Yeah, and see, that's what we were looking at. Do we do an extender, or do we take one of the, where we want to put the bead shed, she shed is on the back side of our house, and our utilities come in from the back. And so we were thinking we would run a cord out and connect it to there. Yeah, I know it can be done through wireless extenders, but we have to like with our internet provider, we could do one to our my husband's shop. Sometimes we don't always get internet out at his shop, and we can do it that way, but I want to cuz I have a desktop, so I need to have it wired. That's the downside of having the desktop. But we have internet also. It will be behind our garage, and we have internet in our garage. Sorry, I got an email that was like bad news, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's the bad news? It's not a big deal. Yeah, see, and I have the desktop, so that's the only concern. And I would move all of my computer stuff out there. I won't move my big desk out there, but I'll put a desk out there. But first, we have to get the building over here, and I have no idea when that's going to happen. And I'm not bugging Ryan about it right now because he's got other things that he's been working on. So he had to fix my Challenger after he foo-pawed it, which we talked about on Monday, I think it was, during our chat time. And it is fixed, and I got to drive it last night. And then he's also been working on one of our convertibles and getting that ready to be able to drive. And now we can take it this summer. I'm so excited because it's like my favorite one of all of them so far. We have one more we want to work on and get ready. I know it sounds like a third or first world problem when you say have multiples, but my husband takes and buys the vehicles when they have issues, and then he fixes them up. It can either be a body issue or a mechanical issue. He can work on both. So that's why I'm blessed to have him as a husband for cars. Yep. So we got our the fun Challenger, or not Challenger, the fun Mustang fixed. And I haven't even gotten a ride in it yet. He fixed it and got it done and took it for a drive Monday night while I was live. So by the time I got off live, he was already like done. And I'm like, I wanted to go for a ride, but it's dark. So it's not like you want to ride in the convertible at dark. And then yesterday I had my meeting, and by the time I got back from the meeting, I went live and it was raining. So it wasn't the time to take a ride. So maybe tonight we'll get to do that before the live. We'll see. So what questions do you guys have? I'm just excited for this afternoon. I have some things going on that I'm excited about. I'm not ready to announce them, but we've got some fun things coming. So I'm working with someone to get those done. The time tonight is 8 p.m. and we will have the black and white 15 millimeter silicone beads. They're a 5-pack for $1. Yes, I had some the other day. I got some in that I was trying to buy more because that's not an area that I've really bought a lot of the charms for kids, charm jewelry. And I found some acrylics and I thought, oh, those will be really cute. And I got them in, and I'm trying to see if they're at my table. That's why. And I'm like, I don't know. I know where they're at since they're not on the table. Let me go grab them, and I want your guys' opinion. You guys can be honest with me because you saw my face about them. So, and I do enamel ones too, enamel charms that sometimes could go towards that way. And so this is one of they came in different colors. And I thought they were going to be a little bit different than this. Hi, Candy. They come in all different colors. You got pink, there's orange, they're blue, purple, green, hot pink, and red. Sorry I didn't show you all over here. I'll show you really quick over here. I forgot to show YouTube. Okay, I can bring those up. I have them. I got them where there's 10 in a bag, multiple colors, and there's 10 bags of them. So we have lots of those. I can bring those to the sale on Saturday. If you guys want them, I'll bring them. Okay, I was just like, it wasn't what I was expecting. And that's why I gave the face I gave. Because I was like, that's not what I was expecting. So I'll put those on Saturday's bead sale then. I'll go put it in my container of what I'm getting ready for that. All right, it's there. Somebody got filtered. And I mean, if you want more of that style, I can look for more, you guys. I was thinking actually that they would be a little bit smaller. I don't, in reality, I thought they were going to be a little bit smaller. Those are probably about they're probably about 25 wide and 20 tall. And I was expecting something like 15-ish, in all honesty. And I think that's why I had the reaction I did. Okay, so if you want more of that kind of style, I will look for more. I don't have a problem doing that. Ray, are you on? Okay. Hi, Craft 167. That's okay. If you guys are good, I can do that. Yep, that's not a problem for me to find more because I do have a lot more. I grabbed one to see what it was like. And then with the thought of, let's see what it is. And if I liked it, I can get more. And it's funny because when I buy things, it's like I sometimes buy with what I like. And I got to get out of that mode. And that is hard. Okay. All right. I can do some different things there. Because I'm thinking, I can't remember. I don't want to give out a price. Thanks. This is my river stone again. I have it in purple, but I didn't want to wear the purple because it's about the same shade as the shirt. I don't know if I can get character ones because of licensing. We have to be careful with that so that I don't get in trouble with licensing. But I will bring more in. And I'll try to see if I can find them in different sizes too. Like some 15s up to like 25s. I'll look for that. I was thinking Ray was here for a little bit, but she might have had to gone back to work. Yep, because I found something. Okay. I will look, Donna. I am not sure. And the reason why is I ordered a whole bunch of the 20s to 24. Yes, people can buy them and sell them. And that is something that they've made a conscious decision to do. If for any reason Disney would see that you have it, they can then go in and serve you with legal papers. So it is a decision that you can make to do that. like on Etsy, they will pull your Etsy shop if they find that you're selling those. You know, like here on TikTok, sometimes you can be flagged and you can get violations. And it comes down to licensing. And it was funny because I did watch a video just this week about there might be a loophole to it, but they didn't go into it. They said you need to research it. I haven't done the research on it. And I'm like, do I want to do that and get into it? So you will see every once in a while, I will get some character focals in it. Yep. I try to cover them up so that I don't get into trouble. I really don't want to. So, yep. So, and the thing is that it really comes down to that, like Disney, I'm just going to use Disney for example. Disney has licensed all of their characters and they expect to be paid to use their characters if you're making a profit off of it. It really comes down to money. It's all about money at the end of the day. So yeah. So you might see it every once in a while. I don't do it very often. I don't search for the characters per se because of those issues, but I will get in from some of the suppliers that I'm trying out um the characters. And the supplier that I am going to get here someday, it hasn't reached stateside yet. It is still on a ship. It has been on a ship for almost a month. So I would have expected it to have been here by now. But anyways, that order, I can get a lot of different character focals on. I just am not, I am choosing not to purchase those. And that does limit how many styles of focals I can get. So, you know, and that's why when you see the focals that I have, like what we had last night, you know, we had like a lot of the rainbows and we had like the Southwestern and, you know, that type of thing. I don't bring in like sports teams, like football teams, but if you want a football, I'll get you a football. And so you can make it. There is a girl on here because I have one for both. I'm going to grab another pen. I'm going to show you. Hold on. There's a lady that does make pens and she does purchase the teams. And she asked us, she sent into her VIP group a thing asking us what teams we wanted. And so I have bought, and this pen for some reason turned colors. I wore the black off of it. I don't even hold it up here, but somehow I think when I work, I go like this and I rub it and I rub the black off the pen and I haven't switched it. But this is my team. I purchased this. I did not buy the focal to make the pen. I bought it from her. And so I wanted my 49ers because I love my 49ers. And then I went to the University of Minnesota. So I got the Minnesota helmet. So yes, I will buy them because I want them too. I just don't sell them. And if you guys want to know those, Donna, you better. You were better than us last year. Way better. Because we didn't even make it to playoffs and you guys won. I'm like, but I was excited to see the Eagles win. Trust me. But I'm trying to find where I sat down my Dr. Pepper. Oh, he fell over. That's why I can't get him. But if you guys want to know suppliers, I will help find them for you so that you guys can buy them. You just need to let me know what you guys want and I can show you who you can get them from. I don't have a problem doing that. None whatsoever. The person who makes those pens for me, her name is Kate, and Kate doesn't sell the supplies. She sells the finished pens. And she just does pens. She does the what am I trying to think? The Stanley boot thing and the straw toppers. She does vents. So you'll get, and she does the flat acrylics and puts them so you can do a vent thing. So I have a 49er vent thing in my expedition. Okay, I will ask Kate where she gets them from, if she will share her supplier. Now, I can ask her. It's up to her if she's going to tell me. There we go. Yep. So I will do that. And we all have to understand, not everybody gives out who their suppliers are, which is fine. I get that. I know one of her suppliers, and she will tell you who one of her suppliers is, but I don't know if that supplier does those. Let me think of the name of that supplier. This is going to take me a moment. Let me think. Whoops, I didn't want to shut that. Let me go here. Because, like, if you know Revival Design Co., Brooke won't bring in characters either. So hold on. Trying to get to. I'm using my iPad here to get to my regular account because I'm going to see if I can figure this out this way. Oh my Lord, I got the hiccups. Okay, so you guys can laugh at me. I love cream soda Dr. Pepper. We have Quick Stars here. And yep, I've heard of that too. Oh, gee, Minnie, it's so funny. Oh, no, that's I thought the person I was thinking of was like messaging me at the moment. It wasn't her. I have two people who have very similar names. Let's go here. Okay, one of her suppliers that Kate uses a lot, her name is HBK Beads and Craft Supplies. Let me see if she has the sports themes out there. That one she will talk about her on her live. So I don't have a problem because saying I would share that one, because she has shared that one before. And I'm just looking at some of her. She has a lot of 3Ds here. She has some really cute focals. So let me see. I'm going to just put football. Yep. She has on hers sports teams themed bow silicones, which I saw Brooke release that same one today, I think it was. Or just recently, I think Brooke did. Or it was Creative City Designs. I can't remember which one did that one. But I don't see NFL. So NFL, let me see. No, she doesn't. So let me see if she would release what that one is. And we'll go from there. But anyways, what I was saying about the cream soda. So yesterday I went to the gas station, and because that's the only way I can get the Dr. Pepper cream soda. I don't like cans of pop, so I only like bottles. So you have to go to the gas station and spend buku bucks getting it, in my mind. I'm the type of person, I buy pop on sale. I do not pay full price. And I hate buying it at the gas station because it's more money. But anyways, so I thought I grabbed the cherry Dr. Pepper and a cream soda Dr. Pepper. and I grabbed the strawberry and cream. And I don't like the strawberry and cream that well. And I went to grab it here right before the live, and I'm like, oh, that's the wrong one. And I know some of you like it. I just don't care for that one. It reminds me of cough syrup. I'm just reading your like next two comments there, Rose. I didn't know that they would go in and confiscate everything. Holy buckets. I thought it was just the Disney stuff. So yeah, so that's why I don't get into usually showing a lot of that. Uh-huh. Okay. And so I'm just like, nope, nope. I don't understand how they can come in and just take it without proper stuff. That would be hard. But I also don't bring character stuff anymore. I used to have character, and I will tell you, I didn't know all the rules. And that's why we're here as a community, is to help each other out. Hi, Joya. And help in everything that we can do. So like I didn't know that, and I used to make kids necklaces using the characters. And let me tell you, I sold a boatload. Never got in trouble. I can say that. But once I figured out all the rules, I felt guilty. I feel guilty that I did that. But I didn't know the rules. So that's why I want to make sure. And at the end of the day, I don't make your business decisions. You do. I just want to share what I know. So, what other kinds of things do you guys want to talk about? I want to make sure I got all of it. Yeah. I'm just wondering about that loophole. And it came from, because they've already gotten the money from the first person that they got it from, is the way it's supposed to be, is really what that loophole was about. Thank you, Joya. Of all things, this is a mass ordered t-shirt. I have it in 5 different colors. I hate shopping for clothes. So once I find one thing, I will mass get it. I just dislike it. And it's funny, now that I don't have to work in an office, I shop for clothes way less than I used to. And I have like the same, I don't even know if I have 7 outfits. I do laundry every 6 days. We were talking about licensed characters and such, and what can happen with that. Okay, so if you've been absent from going live, how long or how does it work to get pushed back out? Right now, I'll tell you, getting pushed out is really, really difficult, even for me. And Ray was talking about it on her live the other night, about how her views are extremely down. I know my views are down. So the things that I found is, me taking Sundays off, it hits me. Even taking one day off can hit you. And I just feel that as social media content and all of that, we shouldn't be forced to go live 7 days a week. Yes, this is something that we're doing. For me, the creating the jewelry, the selling of the items for the jewelry is my job. But I shouldn't have to be forced by social media to go live every day, is how I feel on it. So I'm okay that my views are down because I'm not going live 7 days a week. I feel that I need to take a day for me. In the real world, we wouldn't work 7 days a week. Um, yep. And one thing that we were talking about too is that a long time ago, I was always taught that you should always do a video before you go live. And it was that about a half an hour before you're going to go live, do a video. I don't do it in the half an hour because I am doing things at different times that it is not easy for me to do that one. I will do it a few minutes before I go live. Hi, Melissa. Um, the biggest thing right now to doing it is to find people that you can tell I'm going live at this time. Have them, hi Val, have them come in right at the beginning of the live for you and work together as a team. We're all here as a community. So if you would send messages out to a few people here, I don't think that they would be heartbroken to come in to your live right away. And we need to share immediately and you need to like immediately. If you do those two things, your numbers will go up. Another thing, and I'm going to use Val because Val happened to have noticed the other day when I was doing um my tutorial, and if my face wasn't showing when I went down to do the tutorial, the numbers dropped. Right now, people want to see people's faces. People don't always like to go and be on camera like as much as I do. And I know that is a personal preference. But sometimes having your face where they can connect with you will help. So those are some of my advices. Anybody else have anything that they've noticed lately? I mean, for me, I've noticed, and that's why I say, if you guys would please share right away, please like right away. If you can get, yes, it is hard. And that is why we are working on having videos at a different angle of what I'm doing so that you guys can rewatch it over on YouTube. Thank you, Donna, for helping her out. Yep. And we would help you out. You just need to let us know so we can go help and support you. I would support you. You come and do so much for me. Let me know and I can come help you just by liking and sharing and get that done. Yep. And the confidence thing too. I get that, Rose. I mean, I'm in my 50s, everybody. After not having glasses or, wearing glasses, glasses hid, I will tell you some insecurities about me. Right here, this puffy part of my eye, it literally, I dislike it about me. It is one of the things that I just sit here and go, oh my gosh, how can I get rid of it? I can't. And do I want to have surgery to get rid of it? Not, I could. I just don't want to spend the money. I'm too cheap. But it is a huge insecurity for me. I try all kinds of makeup to try to get rid of it. I do have makeup on to minimize it. That helps me have confidence in me. And you guys know we talk about, and I'm like vulnerable right now, guys. I am being very vulnerable. I will go on here without makeup, without doing my hair, and I'm okay with it. But there are some times when that poof is there and I just can't. And I have to put some sort of, I don't have to have the foundation on. I don't have to have the contour stuff on. I don't have to have eye makeup on. But I've gotten to the point where I do have to have foundation on to minimize the poof. Yep, and that's the thing. You guys are saying exactly what we all need to hear. So thank you. Because you guys are saying you never saw it. But in my mirror, I see it every day. Every day. Because I've grown up within our family, our eyelids get smaller And like because of the muscles in here deteriorate. And so this whole area, all you see is the skin. And that is a hereditary thing. I know I have it. And at some point I will have to have the surgery too. I am not there like other family members have been. And so it is something I'm very conscious about. We are harder on ourselves. We are we just look for the flaws, and we don't have to be that way. And I will tell you guys, you can go on without makeup. And I grew up, I will be brutally honest with you guys right now. I grew up with a father who the size of our bodies was a big deal. And one day after I'd had my first child, told me I was extremely fat. And I have never done this to my dad until this day. And I said, it doesn't matter what you think of my body. It's me that has to be okay with it. And I'm okay with my body. No matter what my size of my body has been, I have been okay with it. And sorry, I'm trying not to be emotional here. And because this has been a hard thing for me. And so I honestly do not care how big my body is. And I don't care what other people think about it. And you guys saw that person on YouTube tell me that I needed to get off and go exercise. And that upset me because they don't have the right to tell me about my body. And that's what I don't like. And I'm okay with my size. I am not a size 2 by any means. And my husband thinks I am the most beautiful person in the world. And that's all that matters. In my eyes, that's all that matters. But my eye thing, of all the things, this is what bugs me. So, yeah. And so that's what I want to say when we say we have a hard time getting on camera for that. And so it really, truly should not matter. And I know it sounds really stupid for me to have that. That's my issue. Thank you, Rosie. And that was like, oh. And so, yeah, I just sit there and I'm like, you know what? I am me and I'm happy with me. My glasses hid this for many years and I was okay with that. And it was funny because my husband never noticed it because I always wore glasses. And after I had my LASIK, he's like, what is that? That's been there for a while. And I kept thinking it was going away. I'm like, have you seen this person and this person and this person? And he's like, oh. So it's just what it is. Yep. It's a genetic. You're right, Missy. It is a genetic. It is seriously, it's about all the muscles in the tone of your skin. And that type of thing. And so that's just what it is. And you know what? I will have to say for this, because I do minimize it, you guys. Someday I will go on without makeup. I will be vulnerable for you guys. But I use, because TikTok, I use the Tarte. There is a concealer that you just put on and you just brush. You put it, it's a stick, you push it on and then you brush it. And I love it. And it just minimizes it. And it's just the illusion of makeup. And that's another thing that I have figured out with it is, yeah. And the thing is that why do I have it on this eye, but not this eye? Why is it one eye? Why can't we be equal? But, I figured out contouring as I've gotten older too. I never contoured and now I do. And I'm like, holy crap, I like the contour thing. Am I vain about it? No. I just like it because I think it just makes me look happier. And I am happy and I want to show it. And I don't want the saggy skin thing. I want you guys like that. I am a side sleeper. So which side? Because I sleep on this side, but this side is the saggy one. So yes. So I was going to say. All right. My husband is funny, guys. He texted me. We turned off the AC last night because it was warm or it was cold outside, but it was really humid. And yep, I feel the same way, Rosie. Um Teresa, I love it because I like, huh, it's my dimple. I just am like, I am happy. And that's one of the things, of all things that somebody gets in a review. I will never, ever, ever forget this review. And it was, we like having you here because every time we see you, you genuinely smile and are happy to be here. And that's the one thing that I took out of it going, well, why don't you smile at everybody that you see? And so I'm just like, I want to make sure that I have a smile because that's just when I heard that, I'm like, and I will never forget, I was in Minneapolis when I went to college. So this was like 30 years ago. And I would say hi to people. Like you're walking down the street, you're like, hi, hey. They don't do that when you're in a big town. But guess what? We do it here. We smile. And I literally will walk in a store and smile and people will say hi back. Or they'll smile back and they'll say hi. And that's just the way I like it. And you know what that is? I will tell you, Teresa, it's contour. You just put a little bit of a brown shade right here. Just this right from here to here. So go to across from your nose and your eye and just do a small shade and that will get you your puffer. I know that and it just stinks because I love it. I love that, just being able to say it. Yep, and I am not fake. I am true. You guys see the true me. You guys see when I'm having a bad day. You see when I'm having a good day. You see the ups and the downs because that is life. I don't want to go on here and just be eesh. Oh, so that's what I will say. And that's what I say about when you guys go live here. And that is really truly like I'm going to wrap this up because I do have a meeting here. That with going live and showing your face, you have to show your true self to gain that connection. They're going to stop and be like, who is that? What are they doing? And then that's where it grows from. In all honesty, you do have to grow. And I will tell you this in all trueness, you need to grow your who is following you into finding what your market is. So if you're trying to sell them the jewelry, you need to make sure we have people that are on there that are going to buy it. It's just not a whole bunch of likes to have or have a whole bunch of followers. We need to get you into that jewelry connection. And so you do need to make videos around that too. What was today was 1, yesterday was 2, and then tomorrow is 1 also. Thank you, Jamie, for the rose. And if you want to talk more about it, we can always talk more on our next chat. No, it's okay. I just have at 2:00 I need to run to. So that's what I think. And I think this is a great discussion. I hate cutting us off of it, but I do have to hop off here. Next week, let's talk more about it. And Ashley, when you're going live, let us know. Yes, I will be back today at 8 p.m. with our silicone sale. 8 p.m. tonight. Silicone sale. We'll have black and white silicone rounds, print Halloween, focal Halloween, acrylic, or not acrylic, I'm sorry, adhesive, nice things. Yes, I love that. We got to continue this because it's a great discussion. And then loop turners. That's what we'll have tonight. So we'll see you all at 8 p.m. for that. I'm going to show the earrings again. What we're going to do, if I can find them here. Where did I move them? Here they are. At 1 p.m. tomorrow, we are going to make these earrings. 8 p.m. tonight, we'll do that. So you all have a good rest of your day. See you at 8. Thank you. Bye, everybody.